Hi guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. So today I'm going to be explaining exactly what metadata is. And a lot of people are like, what's metadata? Or a lot of people are like, I know what metadata is. So, I'll try and break it down and make it a little bit simple. Metadata is a way that allows, at least texture pack creators in 1.7, it allows them to be able to create extra blocks. Or not really create extra blocks, is use extra data values to be able to essentially create their own blocks. Now, there's a couple texture packs that allow you to do this. Conquest, of course, is probably the best known one for it. It's really the kind of like pioneer, I guess, of extra blocks and adding in extra things like these leaves, for example. This is actually a metadata, so it's an acacia leaves because it is. And yeah, so for example, if you did put down an acacia leaf, just like normal one, you know, that's what you're going to get. If we actually go through the data values, and this is where the metadata part comes from it. That's the next one, which is your dark oakwood leaves, right? But after that, Monsterfish, who created Conquest, has actually put in extra values. So these are ones that weren't being used. So they're literally blocks there. And you might be wondering what happens if you can't see them. And I'll explain all of that part in a second. So if you actually can't see them, if we go through these, that's all you get to see. You just get to see this weird white thing. Actually, that's because of... That, I'm sure, is because of something else. I think it's because I haven't got it all set up properly, but yeah, you basically just see them as normal, which is kind of cool. That's the cool thing. So instead of, you know, if you couldn't see that block, for example, you would just see normal leaves, which means that you don't need a mod to be able to see these. That's the nicest thing about it. Same with the cobblestone wool. You know, you've got these wooden types of cobblestone wool. If you haven't got the texture pack and you haven't got Optifine, you just see cobblestone wool, which still works. So that's the main thing about it, which really works. Same with the different types of trapdoors that there are. So that's kind of what metadata is. So how do we actually explain it in a way that you guys might understand? Or visualize it, because it's a bit of a weird one once you get your head around it. Now, if you guys have ever done... You might not be able to do these on the later versions of Minecraft, but like, for example, give my name... Oops, there you go. And if you did like 5:0, okay, that'll give you oakwood planks. If you do 5:1, that gives you spruce wood. Okay. So you've gone 0 and you've got a 1 there. And you can see that I've got them visually for you guys as well. I can't remember what button I pressed. You can find it on the internet. But there you go. So you get a 0 and then you get a 1. Well, that's interesting. You can keep on going up. So you get birchwood. And then you get... Oops. I think I just skipped one. We go for number 3. Junglewood. Acacia. And then we get number 5, which is your dark oak. And what happens when we go to 6? Well, 6 does give you a block. It looks like an oakwood plank here. But when you actually place it down, it's a completely different block. So what Monsterfish has done is he's gone, well, these data values exist. I'm going to put a texture to that. And the way that you actually do that is using an Optifine. Because you can't just define a block just like normal, it wouldn't work. You have to use Optifine to actually do it. That's why you have to use Optifine to be able to view and see metadatas. So it's a really simple mod anyway. Optifine. Optifine is just... It's good at reducing lag as well. I've got shaders on as well, if I take off shaders, for example. So this is pretty much just Optifine. It'll just reduce your lag. It's just good in general. So that's what a metadata is. It's exploiting these extra data values in Minecraft 1.7. And there's a reason I say Minecraft 1.7. In 1.8, they actually removed these metadatas, these extra values, because it sped up... Well, it basically sped up Minecraft a little bit. It was to make way for the modding API. They got rid of these extra values because they were like, well, it's just junk in the system. Now, for, of course, builders that have been using, like, Conquest, it's not junk for us. I mean, we create barrels, and, well, we don't create barrels. Monsterfish creates barrels and creates crates using these extra ones. These are just extra wooden planks and things like that. And also the gravel paths, like this one here. This is a dirt gravel path. It's a mix between two materials, and it's really cool. You know, these extra blocks, these aren't extra blocks, these are alternate blocks, but again, it's like Optifine. I've been able to use those, but using, you know, creating slabs like this, and using these, like, different types of stone that have moss on them and stuff like that. So we actually lost that in 1.8. That's why it's only on 1.7. I think one day, we'll get enough blocks to actually be able to do it properly. Here we go, here's some more as well. Dirt slabs. My god, they are so useful to doing dirt paths. And this whole village here is just full. This is from the build team. This is the K-plot spawn, even. Or K-weld spawn, whatever. the biggest plots that we've got. This is the actual spawn world for it, built by the build team, and some extras as well. It's awesome. And that's why I've chosen it for kind of like showing off this and explaining it, or trying to explain it. Now, I've been using metadatas for ages now, a good year or so. So you might have noticed that in my videos. It's just brilliant. You know, it just adds these detail blocks like these. Like, you know, imagine putting in a barrel of coal. So what, for example, Monster's done is he structured it quite well. So you get your normal block of coal, you then get a barrel of coal, and then you also get burning embers and non-burning embers. No, that's just normal. But, you know, you get all this type of stuff, this extra bits, like a pickaxe here, and you got a water barrel, which is a cauldron. But, you know, a normal cauldron would look like that. No, not like that. So I don't want to change any biomes in case. But, yeah, it allows you to see a lot of extras. Now, there is biome-specific, and biome-specific blocks do exist in 1.8. So that's something to think about. So that's when, for example, if you go into a desert biome, you get a certain thing. In this case, there we go, look, Savannah Plateau. Can you see the biome changing? There's biomes over here. So you got plains for this bit. Then in Savannah, you get some, this is actually snow. So it's snow, but it's been, in a certain biome, you wouldn't really see snow. So for default Minecraft, it doesn't really matter. But, yeah, we might as well use snow and make some really, really cool beaches, and that's what metadata's allowed us to do as well. It's not really metadata, that's biome specific, but biome specific can exist in 1.8 and above 1.9, etc., etc. So there is that. But I mean, look at these seats, for example. That's just a wooden slab that's been an extra data value in wooden slabs, and there's different types of them. Actually, that was pretty good. It actually got to show you off a couple of different types, trapdoors and stuff. So let's just go into one of these houses. I actually haven't been in one of these. I need to at some point. So there we go. Here's some extra values and stuff, like the different trapdoor, the seat, the card game, wood as well. Some wine barrels down there. Some, like, shelves and all of this stuff. Like, there you go. Different types of cobblestone. Some fish, for God's sake. You know, fish with rope. That's all the extra values that you get in 1.7 with Conquest. So it's just awesome. You know, it's just awesome, really. I mean, coins, you know, it allows you to do so much more. That's what metadata does. It allows the creativity while allowing people that are in vanilla to be able to walk around and stuff, you know, without using a mod. It's the closest you can get to modded Minecraft without using a mod, for extra blocks anyway. So, I mean, for example, this, you can have a look at the blocks. Like these roofs, for example, these are brown, like brown clay that he's actually textured up. But if you actually go through the metadata, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, basically. If you go through all 8 data values, let's actually try and find a clean one. So I can explain it how he's done it with these. I'm going to try and explain it fully, hopefully. It's going to be that way then. God damn it. That way then. So there we go. That's got 0. So this is using a plugin called Metacycler. That allows you just to right click with a stick. Quite useful. So that's like 1090, and they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all the different variations. Or 7 even. 0 to 7, of course, that's 8 blocks. That's all the different normal ones for your stone brick stairs. But then there's a load of other values. There's another 8 values, so that means you've got a full set of stairs. So what Monsterfish has done is he's actually assigned them to this one using Optifine again. Because you need something to be able to say, look, this is a different value. How do I, you know, tell it that it's going to do it? And Optifine does that for you, or allows you to do that. And I'll show you the Cody bit in a sec. So there you go. Then you can use that to do roof tiles, and then you can do that with all of the different stairs, of course. So there's all those additional extra blocks and stuff like that, and it's awesome. It allows you just to be a lot more creative. I mean, look at these cliffs, for example. These cliffs are really, really creative and everything. If I turn it off, I mean, it doesn't look bad if I turn everything off. Look. But you can see the difference that it's already made. All that variation in the rocks. Now, just to note, when I do turn it off, it also turns off the connected textures part of it, of course. For example, this actually isn't wood. It's supposed to be hay. So it's using the hay slabs instead. There we go. I mean, if you have a look, it looks a little bit weird with lots and lots of cobwebs around. But in general, like that, kind of looks interesting. You can tell that was rope. But there you go, look. So it's a little bit different, isn't it? It just, you know, it doesn't ruin everything. It doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look brilliant, but the extra values just add so much. So let's go over to, there you go, you can see there's rocks. God, there's a lot of tall trees up there. So if we have a look at this one, for example, you can see like the snow now. So you can see how in its base form. If you have a look at this now, if you convert it back over to the metadata version, there we go. Look at that. See? Different types of wood. It's all wooden planks. You got a hay roof. This path's a bit crazy and everything. And look inside. Loads and loads of different values. Oh, not values. Different blocks. So that's what it allows you to do. That's the basic description of metadata. Is extra stuff, but it's still, you know, 1. No, it's still vanilla. It's still vanilla. It's just with extra values. So that's the thing to think about. So all you need to do is get Optifine and want a texture pack that actually does this. A texture pack that has these values assigned. Oh my god, I haven't actually seen this cave before. See, look at this cave. Look how awesome it looks, actually. Let's get some light in here. There you go. Look at this cave and look how awesome it looks. And also, is there something secret? Ooh, see? See, I mean, you couldn't do this before. Little secrety things. Like hanging moss. And these are cobwebs. It's a different type of cobweb. So, awesome. Yeah, so that's basically what metadata is. It's data values that aren't used in Minecraft 1.7 that have then been used by texture pack creators. So, for example, Conquest uses it. There you go. There's that bit I showed you earlier. But it looks a lot different now, doesn't it? These are trapdoors, just in biomes. So awesome. So yeah, texture pack creators like Conquest, obviously for medieval. LD Modern, that's my own texture pack which I've been adding to and working on, just to create like really different and awesome stuff. So there you go. That's all just lavender instead. But I mean, you can see how much more lush it makes everything look, and it's the detail, it's the tiny details that it allows you to add into everything that actually does it. So yeah, you have to have 1.7. That's the thing, because they were removed in 1.8. Hopefully, we'll get something back to be able to do something like this again, where texture pack creators can be more creative. And you also need Optifine. Yeah, Optifine is a nice simple little mod. It'll just make your Minecraft runs faster anyway. So it's one of those mods that I don't even install a version of Minecraft without it anymore, to be honest. Because even on 1.8 I have Optifine, because it gives me an extra like 10 FPS. So for recording it's great. It's brilliant. There you go, look at these paths and things, it's really awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, look at this. This is dirt snow. So in a different biome again, it's plains. Because in plains biome, you don't really find snow, so why have snow instead? Change it over to dirt. So there you go. You get this. That's really cool. But yeah, let's actually exit out of Minecraft. There we go. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to quit the game. And let me show you stuff. Here we go. So this is LD Mod on my texture pack. How do you actually assign it, and how does it actually work in the background? Because people that are wondering might actually want to know. So within your actual texture pack, there you go. I've got LD Mod. Go into Assets and Minecraft. You get this thing called MC Patcher. So it's very similar to, well, it's kind of part of Optifine, but they name it MC Patcher. I think it's because Connected Texture Mod was part of MC Patcher before it was part of Optifine as well. But if you go into there, you get all of this stuff here. This is where it all starts. And CTM means Connected Textures Mod. And then you can see I've populated a load of stuff. I think Conquest is much more complicated than this. But say, for example, the dragon egg. So I've got a glass one, I've got a lamp, and I've got spruce. If we go into the spruce one, you can see a load of different values. Actually, this isn't the best one to show. Let's go back. Let's go with cobblestone. Yeah, I'm going to go with cobblestone because what I've done in my texture pack is I've got like yellow lines. So if I go into a single yellow line, I've named it very specifically. You'll see there's a ton of textures in here that look weird. There we go, like that. And this is actually using metadata. So I said block number 4, and then you can name it whatever. So as long as you say block whatever number, and it will be in the number format, you can then open it up with Notepad like ++. And you'll see that you just get method is whatever way it wants to do it, but the metadata there is 6. So I've said I want you to use block 4, metadata 6, and it'll give you a certain texture. And I've said the tile range as well. Now that's because I'm using something called CTM. Now CTM has its own rules. I'll try and explain that in a different thing, but basically you decide what each block does, like how it connects together, and it just kind of works, but that'll be in a different video. This is mainly on metadata. So you can do different things like that. For example, let's go for something simple. What have I done that's really simple? Cobweb. Yeah, let's do some cobweb stuff. So in this, I've got chains. Yeah, chains is nice and easy. You got normal. So there we go. Just have like that chain. Actually, that's a very simple one. Flag. Yeah, let's go for flag. So flags, I've got different color flags. And what I've done is I've said, there you go, metadata 5 of 30, block 30. So it's block 30B. It's because I've had to name it something different. Metadata 5 and the biomes that I want it in. So you can even do that on that. And I think I'll do a full connected textures. But the idea being that this is where you tell it where to go. Different types of metal, different iron. There you go, plate 2. What the hell's plate 2? Okay, it's that one. So that texture there, block 42, and I've said metadata 5. And you're able to do that because normally it would just be literally in 1.7, your iron block is just one block, and that's it. And it really is just one block. There we go, let's go onto my server. So you're able to actually add all these different blocks and just assign them. You just say, this block here, like 161:15, I want you to be a cherry bush type thing. What the hell has gone on here? Good old lighting glitch. That'll never go away. I don't think we'll ever lose that from Minecraft. So yeah, you're able to do all this stuff and add to it, and it's really, really cool. I have no idea what's going on there, but yeah. So you're able to basically expand it using metadata, and that's why I'm still on 1.7. Just creativity-wise, I mean, look, you've got grass slabs here. Well, not grass slabs, but these are actually grass snow layer. It allows you to be more creative. It allows you to really be creative while still being in a community. There you go, nice community there. Of builders, and you're able to just mess around with new stuff without modding your Minecraft, and just keeping it nice and basic so you can just jump around and do stuff really. And it really does add to your world. I mean, look at these huts, for example. Look at all this symbol thing here, and if we switch it over to non-metadata-y, it looks a little bit weird, but it doesn't look terrible. It just allows you to be more creative. See, this doesn't look terrible, but compared to what it actually looks like with metadatas, that looks awesome. You know, it's as simple as that. Anyway, guys, nice little simple thing. So metadatas are cool extra blocks. That's all you need to know. Cool extra blocks. All you need is 1.7, and you also need Optifine, and you need a texture pack that can do it, like LD or Conquest. If you're a medieval builder, I advise Conquest. If you're modern, I advise LD1, because I think that's pretty much the only two that are really around these days that are still being actively created. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.